Well, good morning and welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. It is Wednesday, the 11th of May, midweek already. I'm Austin Reed coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We thank you for joining us. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. We are talking to artists and authors today, and kicking things off is my first guest standing by live in our studio. This is Carren. Hello there. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
And you are an author, a local author here in the Central Valley.
I am. Author and illustrator.
And illustrator. So let's start from the very beginning. How long have you been an author now for?
Probably back in 2000, maybe 2001. I worked for a nonprofit agency that was funded by the tobacco tax, and it was all about the dangers of secondhand smoke. And so we were tasked to educate parents and kids about the dangers of secondhand smoke. So that was my first book. This one. I don't know. Hold it up. Okay, that's that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then shortly after that, I got involved with animal rescue. And I fostered about 300 dogs. And then I got my little Benjamin, who was blind. And so I decided to keep him, and I wrote a book about him. And that's The Little Yellow Puppy. And then from then, I did some other children's books to address the issues in animal rescue, to sort of educate the next generation of animal rescuers. But I've always wanted to write this story I had in the back of my mind. So then I started about a year ago. I started to write the novel.
And that's called Changers?
It's called Changers, yes.
So tell us all about that.
Okay, that one is a young adult novel that has supernatural beings and fantasy, creatures. I have shapeshifters and fairies and pixies and witches and things like that. So it starts in California, right here in the valley, and then they move to Scotland and live in an old castle, and that's where most of the story happens there.
Tell me, what was it like writing this?
It was a lot of fun because I love that genre, and I have a teenage granddaughter.
Okay.
So she was a great role model for, what would a teenage girl do and say. And then I also got to delve into the history of Scotland and the castles. And so I bring some of that in, different time periods from 1300 up to present. And I'm working on the third novel right now, and they go into time travel. So.
Oh, sweet.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What has the response been thus far from your readers?
Well, everyone who's read it has liked it and has said, when's the next one coming out? But the second one is in the final editing process right now, so it's not quite ready yet, but almost. So
as far as, just kind of looking through, these books, this series, what would you say the perfect reader would be? Well, they're geared for about a third grade reader to want to sit down and read on their own, but that one especially was really thought out for parents to read to children. Okay. In fact, with that one, I made puppets of all the characters, and I would go to the different schools and do a little puppet show. Yeah. Oh, cool. I love the illustrations too. Again, you are the illustrator. Yes. So, and that doesn't happen a lot. Where usually, a lot of the authors that I've interviewed, they'll have somebody else do the pictures. Yes, so. I do work with other authors, and I have done illustrations for them. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Very cool. What's next? I know, like you said, book 2 is in editing, in the process. Yep. Okay. And then book 3 is I'm still writing it. Okay. Great. And how can people learn more? Well, I have a website. Okay. The books are on that. They're also on Amazon, through Amazon. They just have to put my name in there, and then they'll come up that way. Awesome. Very good. Well, Carren, thank you so much. And, I've got twins. They are going to be 6 in a couple weeks. So I would say, like you said, third grade reading level.
Well, that's an average.
Average, right?
I've had some kids who are younger who could read it.
Okay. Because I'm thinking my daughter Mackenzie could. I'm looking through this and I'm like, she's a powerhouse.
She should
reader.
try this one, The Little Yellow Puppy.
Really? Okay.
And that one's about a real dog that I kept after fostering him, and and that's sort of the story of how he came to me.
See, isn't that cool too? Because you're able to really show what you love.
It's great because
yeah.
I have all the control of not only the story but all the illustrations too. And I really started out more as an illustrator, artist background forever.
Yeah.
But then of course I had to add the words to it to make it a book.
Right.
So that kind of got me started writing, and I discovered I loved it.
Well, check it out, everybody. A number of books written and illustrated by Carren McDaniel, and website again
is creativecarren.com.
Very good. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm Austin Breed, and you're watching Central Valley Talk.